Welcome everybody, and thanks to Wizard of the Coast we are able to play Ixalan a little bit earlier. And of course, if you know me, one of my favorite archetypes here is the Drain archetype, and I think with the new set, the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, we get some amazing drain possibilities in form of course, of our 2-mana Bartolomé del Presidio, a 2-mana 2-1 that says for free sacrifice another creature artifact, put a 1-1 counter on Bartolomé del Presidio. I just called him Bart, so this is I think the easiest way to call him for you, me, and for everybody else, especially if you are not into Spanish. I am a little bit, but still I need to read it multiple times to get it right. But nonetheless, let's check out this beautiful Drain deck, and I think from Janky Drain, this deck will actually be viable. It will be similar to Anvil decks, to the Rakdos Anvil. It will perform really good, but it will always stay a low-key deck where people often forget about. So let's check short out what is the key cards in this deck, what are the new additions. Of course, I'm not going to talk a lot about the old cards that we already know, but I want to point out some cards that we get to and that I think make this deck really competitive or really good for the best of one ladder. One time is the Dusk Rose Reliquary, a 1-mana artifact that says, and as additional cost, we need to sacrifice an artifact or creature. So we are in a sacrifice team, it's not a big deal to sacrifice something there. It has War 2, so it's not so easy to remove with some artifact removals. And then it says whenever it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact, creature, or creature an opponent controls until the rose leaves the battlefield. So it's a removal spell for 1 mana for any creature or any artifact. Sadly, it doesn't hit the planeswalkers, but nonetheless, I think it's a very, very powerful ability to exile something that cannot come back again, or opponent has difficulties or needs to invest mana to deal with. But of course, one of the most exciting cards that I saw with the Gnome for 1 mana 0/3, and it says whenever the Gnome dies, you gain 1 life and withdraw a card. So it also, whenever it gets exiled, the same things happening, so it's really difficult to interact for my opponent. It's basically I'm sorry, a free card draw live game, but also body on the board that enables other synergy, for example our Drain synergies. Just an amazing card overall. For the value that we get here for 1 mana is really, really good. And then another new card, of course, we're gonna not talk about our Transmogrant Crown, we're not gonna talk about our Vraan or Elas, about Bart I already talked, but here another 2-drop or another 2-mana spell is an instant. Fanatical Offering, 2 mana, says as additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, so it replaces itself, plus it draws you a card, plus it creates an artifact treasure map, or a map token that says pay 1 tap, sacrifice it, target creature you control explores, and who doesn't know what explore is, you look at the top card. If it's a land, you put it in your hand. If it's not a land, you put a 1/1 counter on the creature that explored. And then for 3 mana, I think this is one of the best cards in the set for this sort of synergies. A Vampire Cleric, Sanguine Evangelist, a 3 mana 2/1 with Battle Cry, and it says whenever it enters the battlefield or dies, so in both cases it will create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. So it replaces itself by entering the battlefield and by dying again. So we have here, how much is this? 2, 3, 4 bodies on a 3-drop that has also Battle Cry. So whenever it attacks other creatures, gets +1, or each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So very interesting way to finish it out, but I think for 3 mana investment you cannot expect more. In a sacrifice team, it comes, gets a body, it goes, gets a body, these bodies get another additional usage for draining our opponents on. Then of course on the 2-drop I was thinking between Wedding Announcement or our Lord Skitter, and I decided that then the Lord Skitter provides me a better body, especially in the current standard meta where the aggro is more dominant type. Against control I would play maybe more Wedding Announcement, because it's a really difficult card to deal for control players. They are ready for the aggro players, where they're ready for creature removal but not ready for necessary enchantment removal. This is why I think Lord Skitter in the current standard is better, but if you're facing more control decks, definitely replace it with Wedding Announcement, because Wedding Announcement is just a much more annoying card for an control player to deal with. Nonetheless, here Lord Skitter produce every turn a token, a red token, and himself is a 3/3 body that can effectively block but also go for damage if opponent does nothing. And then the creme de la creme on top, Gixian Puppeteer, 4 mana, 4/3 drains our opponent. Again, I decided not to go with Sheldred because here we have the synergy that when he dies we can reanimate another creature with a mana value 3 or less. So of course we can bring back our Vampire Cleric or our Bard if we need to get back our sacrifice outlet. But overall, 23 lands, if I don't remember, yes, 23 lands, if I remember it right. So just amazing synergy. Lands I didn't adapt very much. I think things like Mirex will fit here pretty good, but I wanna go now with you like this. Restless Fortress, amazing. Drain land, this is why I think Drain has overall a really good support in this expansion, but also in this current situation. This is why I think I explained enough. Let's go to the game and check out how it performs. Don't take it for granted. The performance here doesn't matter how well it goes. I didn't try that, good or bad. It will always be different in the standard meta, and I think I built this deck more with the mindset of how is the current standard played, that you face 60% aggro decks and 40% mid-range to control decks. I think this deck will perform against this meta much stronger than it will perform now in the event where people trying things out and just janking off each other. Nonetheless, let's go to the gameplay. And here we are with a promising hand against Thane. Don't really know this creator, but it's okay. And let's see if our Bartolomé will perform as I expected to perform. Haven't played, as I said, I had really limited time. Also, I seem I'm a little bit dirty. I'm sorry for it, my little one just went to bed. We were fighting, and what are you playing? Dice, cry 1 and create a treasure token. Interesting. Maybe we are here in the mirror matchup. How it looks that my opponent, or the game decided to put me in opponent also in a Anvil maybe sacrifice, or maybe Mardu sacrifice, or Rakdos sacrifice, we're gonna see. Because greedy freebooter, very cool, very cool. He dies, create a treasure token, cut down, okay, expected. Another land will be nice now. Tap land, sure, but we can definitely do it better. Nonetheless, Vraan is here, and we can draw our bards. Don't worry. Also in the late game, but I think our battle cries is also really painful for my opponent to deal. Until now, my opponent has the ass full of removals, so almost like a basic standard ranked game. Okay, another Vraan. Nonetheless, Evangelist will come in, create some bats in the air, and then start popping the damage in. Because yeah, this is a very powerful card, as I already mentioned in the intro. Super powerful here. Okay, create your treasures. So my opponent also runs the Offering. Most likely Anvil Sacrifice, right? Because Offering fits good in the Anvil Sacrifice team. Definitely. Need a land, huh? Okay. Let's go for some damage first. Wish I could have drawn a land. That's okay. I really wish to draw a land. So the question is now, should I try to go for the land? I think so, right? Sacrifice you. Okay. I think we can start rolling here. If he has another one, we don't want it. So let's play the Vraan. Because if he has another cut down, I don't want him to cut my Bartolomé as long as I cannot actively trigger it outside of the range of cut downs. Ooh, very powerful card. Very powerful card. So let's try to draw some removal first. It's a very powerful card. I think one of the best cards in the set people are not thinking about. Okay, let's try it. Let's just try it, right? You will need to go through the flyer. Interesting game so far. That's a pure advantage. Now what this creature provides. So this is why I want to find my removal spell as soon as possible, or finish the game against my opponent, right? Okay, sure. Sure. He has some interaction, he has a lot of removal, definitely a very good draw from my opponent here. Still okay. Still okay, my friend. I think when he deals damage, he creates treasure, right? So you might play them, but get 3 direct. Send on the cut this way, create a treasure token. No. Okay, then we can take it. Doesn't matter. Not a biggie. Yes. A little bit too much lens for now, but let's see if I can draw here something. I can't. A little bit sad about that. Okay. My opponent thing is a little bit annoyed, but you see here the power of this vampire, that it's just insane. It's just insane. Let's go in. Every little counts. Now we have 2 Bardos. My opponent... What are you? Discover tree. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I saw this card. This is a very nice card. You can play something for free if your deck is built good. Okay, let's hope my opponent is now slowly but surely out of his removal spells. I'm not gonna block here, not necessary for now. Si, senor. Lord Skitter. Let's play Bartolomé. Let's play Skitter. Let's Skitter. Make him a 4/4 so I can effectively block these 2. Just in case. Oh, he's cycling a blood token is actually really good. It means he cannot sacrifice that harvester and kill. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Actually, yeah. Actually, I want it. Actually, I do. Create. I don't know what you are, but I'm gonna exile you. Just because it lightening up. We go 1. I think for 1 is okay. I need two flying blockers just in case my opponent has some removal for these flying blockers. And we can also start sacrificing our reds later on. So my opponent with a very powerful draw, and I hope my draw will be at least as powerful as his from now on, because we draw many lands, but here with Elas, good stuff, good stuff. Transform it, my friend. Is a tap land for now. My opponent needs to be very careful, right? Yeah. Oof. Now I need to be very careful. Sheldred is here. Pass. Okay. Okay. Sure. Pass. 1, 2. Sacrificing 1. Because the blockers are declared, so it has 3 counters. Next. And now when opponent tries to Blood Tide Harvester my Lord Skitter, I can also sacrifice the Lord Skitter, right? So another 3 counter. This was the reason to put the 1/1 counter on him. Resolve. My turn. Draw the card. Yes. The question is, how am I gonna do that? Doesn't have trample. So let's see. Let's go with these 2. Okay. Okay. Sure. So we're gonna sacrifice you. And we're gonna sacrifice you. Yes. Yes. Oh, he likes what he sees, okay. Let's keep you. Just to trigger the life gain and the life loss. And we're gonna end the turn. My opponent top decked another removal spell, so this will be most likely the GG for him. This will be a GG, because now he gets 5 damage and Sheldred makes it +1. This way I'm done so. But also amazing draw from my opponent though. It's very powerful draw. Even if I attack with the land the last turn. Yeah, okay. Yes. It's good game, my friend. You don't need to flex. But okay, was okay. A little bit disappointed how I drew my cards and how my opponent drew the cards, but I'm sure in the next game we're gonna see a much different picture, so let's go there. And here we are against Santos Veya, VIP, and the hand looks very good and looks very strong. We're gonna open up with our Chorus. Where have you been the last game? My Dusk Rose. Maybe a little bit more removal for best of 1 will be better, right? There is this new removal in white. Something with end or finish. Forgot the name of it. Let me see, what was it? Yeah, and our Horus. White to get lost. With Get Lost, I think let's give him some poison and let's give the Bartolomé del Presidio a chance to shine here. With Get Lost, I think this deck will also be very interesting, although against my opponent in Rakdos, I would give him 2 treasure tokens for removing his creatures. He had graveyard artifact synergies. This is why I think maybe it's not the best in this case. Right, you are what? I've spent some money because I. Okay. Don't want to remove it now because Dusk removes also artefactos. Sure. Not sure if I want to sacrifice it now or in my opponent's turn. We're gonna see. Theoretically on 3 mana now, right? So, because here tap, add 1 mana, spend this mana to cast artifact spells, activate abilities of an artifact source. For 3 mana and tap, exile 1 or more artifacts you control with total mana value X, return target artifact card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate only as a sorcery. So my opponent is a Boros artifact. Yeah, Boros artefactos. This is okay. I think my opponent is dead very fast. Should have sacrificed the Koros, by the way, to drain my opponent 1 additional time. But it's okay. We're gonna atakujcie. My opponent has something for 2 mana. Get Lost. Yeah, so I'm not playing perfectly because I also, it's very, very early for me, but also didn't have enough experience with this deck. As I said, I built it, I tested it a little bit, but not to a point where I say, wow, this is very good what it's doing. But we deal damage now, and we will sacrifice our Koros. Okay, first. Sacrifice you for more damage. At the end he will deal 2 damage. And then sacrifice the Vraan too. Yes. Artifact. Do you think he has some artifact removal stuff? Is there an artifact sweeper? There is an artifact that says at the end of the battlefield you choose 1 creature with power 2 or less. The rest you destroy, right? But this is not it. Okay, and they are not legendary. Wow, this is an insane ramp for artifacts, no? This is insane ramp for artifacts. So basically, my opponent right now give me a thingy to kill it, right? I can sacrifice the Power Stone, that is also really cool. But I'm gonna sacrifice the Gnome to draw a card, gain a life. Remove the Spider. Playing Transmogrant thingy and super auto-tapper you. I'm so proud of you. Thanks. Auto-tapper, I'm very proud of you. And this is how the game goes, right? This is how the cookie rolls. Amazing. Amazing. Turn 4, no? This is how it should go. So let's go play a little bit more. It was very fun, very interesting also the decisions that to make everywhere, but very cool. Let's go. So, and here we are against Eldra 76. We go first, turn 1, sacrifice. Yeah, it's good. So next deck that I want to make, I hope I have time for it, is Selesnya, because I first wanted to make Dino deck, but I think every creator in your life or in your feed will make a Dino deck. And this is why I think I want to do something else, right? I want to do this Selesnya deck built around this 3 mana cat that prevents our opponent to cast something on our turn and also draws you cards if a creature with power more than its base power deals damage. That's a lot of cards. 2 mana open. You think he has a removal spell? He obviously has a removal spell. So let's play our Evangelist. Because I want to play Bartolomé when I can at least save it, right? Or like get value out of it. No. Why? 1 damage, I don't care. Thought so. Give me another one. Another one. Or... El Presidente? Ah, no, I should have played the tap land, huh? El Presidento? El Presidento. Pass. No, I don't care about this 1 damage, honestly. Don't care. 3 mana. Non-token. Okay. I don't have non-tokens. What now? What now? A demon you are, huh? A demon. What a demon. Oh. 1, 2. I don't care about you. You, yes. 1, 2. Don't care about your 1 damage now. Not anymore. And we are back in 2021 with our board state. Elias and Vraan on the board. I'm joking, of course. Vraan just came out in Pyrexin. All will be 1. And draws. Okay. So now I'm losing life when creatures are dying, but this is okay. This is totally fine. And I have 1 mana left, right? Yeah. Should I explore? No. Should not. Should not. Now he attacks. I'm gonna put a thing in the way and then corrupt it. In the form of draws. What are you, demon player? Pirate demon? Choose a type. Spend this mana and cast spells at a chosen type. That's interesting, bro. Super interesting. Yeah, give me 2, but I give you more. Gixian Puppeteer, huh? Bartolomé, I think, will finish the job here. Okay. Yes. Bartolomé will definitely finish the job here. Doesn't really matter. Keep you. Just a trigger. There's something I wanna get out of the graveyard? Oh, sure. Wanna take it? Take it. Evangelist. This is how the cookie rolls, huh? So much triggers, the opponent doesn't even know what's happening here. I think he's dead. 1 mana, does the battlefield choose a creature type? Nice. I think he's dead. It's okay, totally fine. 1, 2. Puppeteer. Oh wait, did I declare the blockers? I declared the blockers. I think I declared the blockers. There's so much triggers. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom. I never meant to hurt you. Okay, bye-bye. Good game. You know how they are, right? Actually, it said that you should stay until the end, but this was his end. Like, literally, wait one trigger off, one trigger. So, okay, I think we make a cut here. I think you saw how the deck should function, how the deck will function. This was a little bit more jankier version. Against the first deck, he had an amazing draw, obviously. We had okayish draw, a little bit too much card draw. Will this deck profit from Shieldred? Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I think I like Gixian Puppeteer here. Although you need extra cards to make value out of it, but these extra cards will get in form of Resurrection too. So, good possible that Shieldred is maybe better here. But you can try it, you can try it. You have the base idea, you have the base build, you have the base philosophy of the deck. The rest try out. You can cut some Vraans, for example. Don't cut Elias because she does too much. She gains you life, she drains opponent, right? Vraan, one time a turn is a problem, right? One time a turn. But thanks to our free sacrifice with our Bart, Bartolomé del Presidio, maybe worth it. Those are 8 life difference in my and opponent's turn, right? So I drain him for 4 and I gain 4. So I then deal damage to opponent 4 and gain 4 life back. So it's 8 life difference that he gains. So Vraan is cool too. Vraan is cool, but maybe there are some other things. And you see, I think we should imagine that we should this what this will happen here. I didn't thought about this the scorpion that can finish out the opponent. So I sacrifice. Wait. If I have a scorpion on here, for example, an example of Gixian Puppeteer, or something else, I can check what there is, or Lord Skitter, for example. What Lord Skitter is, whatever. I would find a place. Scorpion. You have Shieldred on the board. So Scorpion and Shieldred alone deal 6 damage, right? Because target you exploit the creature. 2 damage to the face of your opponent draws 2 cards, this is we showed 6 damage, then plus 2 damage from Vraan is 8, plus 1 damage for Elias is 9, it's not so impactful, 9 damage. 9 damage and my opponent draws 2 cards, although, I mean, at this state, if you have Shieldred turn 4 on the board, turn 5, playing Scorpion, I think it will finish the game, right, because until then you drain your opponent already. So I think I need to see the pattern, I need to test its deck a little bit more, because if by turn 4 my opponent is about 10 life, then it's good possible that the Scorpion will be just a GG button, right? So turn 5 you bash the Scorpion and you win on turn 5. Otherwise the Scorpion draws your cards if there is a situation where you need card advantage against control or something, whatever, right? Yeah, but in general, Drain is one of my all-time favorite things. I think you know it from my videos. I think you know it from the way I'm playing. I love these passive ways to win. Sadly, Shieldred is so popular in the meta, but still I think Shieldred is an amazing drain card. Plays really, really well here. About this land, not sure, to be honest. 4 mana, 1/4, it drains for 2. Would be also cool. Would be also cool, but I need to experiment. Never had a game, to be honest. Also in current standard, I run in a Boros build, this Restless Fortress. Never had a game where I decided the game. Against aggro, it's not enough life gain. Against control, they just have a removal. A cut down is cutting it, right? It's a 1/4. So maybe not the best man land. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you like it, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'm gonna go try and make the Stainless deck work and make the video for you. Ciao.